Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Banishers Ghosts of New Eden. Today we start with something we like to do most, right? Shooting a couple of entities and then just use a explosion to nearly kill them. Easy as pie, right? Now, letter from Dr. Mindlaw, Boston. This is the 3rd of February in the year 1689. To whom it may concern, my name is being Alton Mindlaw, and the doctor here in Boston. I write this letter to you. May accord the bearer one Miss Anne Wings all considerations of usual employment within your company. Although a single woman and plain, Miss Wings has many fine attributes, mostly pertaining to the provision of care to the sick and wounded. She may be of use to your train band as a as a port of first call should you Ton Lanslack as yet a doctor. She speaks only when required and then does so gently, but she is sharp and clever and knows her way around remedies and salves, can cook and clean, and has a strong stomach to boot. Yours respectfully and sincerely, Dr. Dalton Mindlaw in Boston. Now, letter from Erwin. Dearest Mistress Wings, Anne, how pleasant it was to hear from you. You'll be glad to hear. I hope that the carpenter has turned me a wooden leg, and a fine peg it is too. I shall be up and dancing like a cack-footed cockerel, for I know it. Perhaps someday we shall dance together as we talked about it. Perhaps, and I hope this be not too forward, we might even marry. Although I be of an age and tall, I am a foot shorter than most women and would like, and I know it, but though young, you are wise and a kind and gentle soul, with such a good heart. Then you did not look at me with disgust, nor with pity, and that has stirred a warming in my heart. Come back to me, Anne, and be my wife. The pastor has helped me write this letter. Yours in respectful solicitude, Irvin. Now, Anne Wings, Old Journal, 26 January 1685, argued with Taunton over Hippocrates' theory of humors. The good surgeon in common visitation did not appreciate my contradicting him, but he's wrong. The treatment of the sick and wounded cannot be founded on classical principles evermore, not without challenge. Much good work is done in England and in Europe too, with Fatio and Fabry and Mary Collinet and others, which I don't know if these are real persons, by the way, but there are useful notions elsewhere. Arabian particularly. Taunton sees himself as a learned Christian Englishman, but the cross sits over his eyes and ears. He cannot see the way ahead, and he will not hear the truth if it does not come from other learned Christian Englishmen. And that is very, very narrow-minded indeed. I am sorry, I forgot to loot. The cemetery is closed by order of the governor. The path to the Meetinghouse is closed by the governor's decree. In hours of darkness, stay in your homes. No discord, no turmoil. Governor F. Haskell. Alright, that is the way. But I am a little bit sorry, you guys. If that door is openable, we have a couple of letters in front of us. I'm sorry, but we are closing in slowly but steadily. But I guess there are less here. The Ghosts of War. Now, For civilians, never-ending wars or long-lasting battles are just fancy words or concepts for history books and stories, but for any soldier or officer, it is a grim reality which resonates with pain and fear beyond exhaustion. Contrary to what most people believe, most battles are short and deadly. Troops meet, people die, victory is declared. To stand on a battlefield is exhausting for the body, the mind, and the nerves. I have never personally spent more than a few minutes, an hour at most, in a combat situation, and I cannot thank God enough to have survived without any major injuries. But then, why do I so frequently dream of such never-ending battles? Is it a way for my brain to let my deepest fears go at night, like some steam from a kettle? If only, for these dreams are awful and terrible, and I see myself standing forever on a rotten battlefield, unable to remember why I fight or who I fight, only animated by the burning desire to keep on killing. And I stand there, drenched in blood, desiccated and grinning like the horseman of an apocalypse, forgetting the reason why I ever started fighting, and forgetting about the idea of resting. And when I wake up, I fear to touch my face and feel under my fingers the barren mask of their flesh that I am when I sleep. For the dreams are like another reality whispered by my brain and a dark depiction for my true self to come. Now, Witchcraft in New Eden by S. Pennington for 24th of May 1688, about Deborah Comenius. Ever since we arrested her, the witch has been crying out her innocence and begging us to set her free. She says it's a mistake. Witches are like that, lie makers. They are ready to do anything in order to deceive you and to please their dark lord. I set out to search her house. I found many books on many subjects, but also notes on the history of the area. I still don't know why she did this. It looks like a study. Maybe she was planning to bring her sisters to take over New Eden. I think we have escaped the worst of it, but I still need to do more research. The study books I found look like ordinary books, but I'm sure they are coded that they hide secrets. I'll find out, and finally it will be over with these stories of witchcraft in New Eden. These were so horrendous times, man. Okay, brother, I've a little time to write and less inclination. But should I have the courage to post this letter, I believed it would please you to hear the news. You are likely unaware of my newest commission. I know Captain, the train band in the... Captain is a verb. In the train band in the resettled colony of New Eden, it made a pleasant change and allowed me also, I thought, time to devote to Grace, your niece. Alas, my daughter no longer lives at home. Bent as I was on my responsibilities to the town train band, I allowed her the freedom to find a place here, and for some months all went well. The girl was growing into a young woman, modest and good. Some of the finer young men expressed an interest in taking her as a wife. Then, more recently, I noticed a note of resentment creep into her comportment. Her witty remarks, hitherto light and gentle, became barbed. Neighbors took offense, and soon, so too, I admitted, but my admonitions had no effect. Dear brother, if anything, she worsened, and then I can barely bring myself to write it. I learned why. I discovered drawings she had drawn, strange thoughts she had constructed. Ashamed as I am to put the words on the page, I must. My dear brother, your niece gave herself to the devil. And when I, outraged, calmly demanded explanation, she smirked, she laughed. I could hear the evil on her soul and see him glint in her eye. I chased her from the house. I forbade her ever to return, and yes, it was weak. I was weak. I should have arrested her. I should have denounced her to the court, but she is, even yet, my daughter. I pray that next time I suspect such ungodly practice, I shall not be so lenient. Please, should Grace come to visit, be warned that she's a witch. Keep your beautiful family safe and set my daughter from your door in all haste, or smite her if you deign it needed. She's no more my daughter. She's no more at Pennington. I'll see her again. Let you bring the devil and his shame into my house. I advise you to follow my example and do the same. Your brother, Saul. All this witchcraft shit, and I'm stuff. And I'm talking actually, I mean, we know that here ghostly devil thingies are a thing. I'm obviously talking about the real world stuff which was going on hundreds of years ago, which was
after this, we should
horrendous.
Somewhere warm and safe.
Horrendous.
The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
What shall I say to you when I give you your assent?
I don't know.
All ghosts linger for a reason. This is an odd kind of homecoming.
Okay, no letters to read, but we do the optional part of
'Tis strange to
resting.
be back.
It's strange to sleep near the place where you died.
Still, rest you should. You'll need it.
I don't know that I can.
Come on. Spit it out.
What will I say to you when you go? When I give you your assent?
When the moment comes, you'll know what to say.
I'll be the Banisher, bringing an ending to his own haunting case. How does that work?
The same as any other. You'll undo the tie. Don't worry. I won't resist.
But why did you stay? What is the tie that we're undoing?
I told you to be careful. That night in this room, I told you to be careful. I worried you'd act rashly and told you not to. You got up and walked straight into her trap.
I thought you'd gone to the Meetinghouse without me.
I died to save you.
You stay out of anger.
Yes, I stayed because I was angry. Angry with you.
I think I've known that for a while now.
The anger lingers. Part of me resents you yet. For my pain and my fear. For my suffering. For my dying. I resent you.
Thea, I am truly sorry.
I know you are. You've done your best to put things right. But I did die. And in a few short hours, you will have to let me go.
Yeah. Okay. We still have a teensy little bit of time remaining. Why don't we try to make a few meters to the meeting house? I mean, 20 meters, right? 18. That's not very...
It is time.
What if I fail once more? One wrong choice will exact a heavy price.
Whatever happens, we will face it. Till death do us part.
Will do. I am sorry. In a way, I'm weird. I know that I'm weird. Just wanted to check. Okay, can't go in here. And both ways led here. Alright, fair enough.
Don't let that spectre get to the corpse.
Have some of this.
Once more, we'll queen him. Watch out. We made it angry.
Good. Reload, you never know. When you need that, right? Ah, okay. I see. 2, and the third.
She won't let us in so easily.
A few routes will not stop us.
1, 2, 3. Okay, guys, I will shoot that in the next episode, and you know it, I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed today's episode, then please give me a little tinsy thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see you in the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay frosty. Bye.